You awake yet?
I will be after I have a few sips of God.
There you go.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming down. I can't risk running into anybody right now.
I understand.
Everything has to be right in place before Evan knows that I'm back in town. Otherwise, he might try and cover his tracks.
Well, speaking of that, did you track down the guy who sold the insurance policy on Amanda?
Get this. It seems the guy quit right after Amanda's $1 million policy went through.
Very interesting.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, how about the analysis of the signature? Is it Evans?
Well, still waiting to hear word on that.
You're going to get all the evidence you need, Sam. I know it.
I'm not gonna stop until I do.
Well, I'm here to help.
Good. Because I've got some plans for today that I can't manage without you.
Really?
Yeah, but there's something standing in the way.
What's that?
Amanda.
Good morning.
Hi, come on in.
Are you ready?
Just about. I just have to get my briefcase.
Wait a second. Back here.
What?
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh.
I missed you last night. That's a big empty bed I slept in by myself.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to take care of that.
I hope so real soon.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Matt, how you doing?
Hi.
I'm just about to leave. Evan's gonna drive me to work.
Oh, could I talk to you for a minute before you go?
All right, so I'll wait out on the terrace.
What?
I've been looking for Mom. Have you seen her around?
She's probably just sleeping in.
No. It's not that she isn't up. Her bed hasn't been slept in.
You're kidding. That means she didn't come home from her date with Ken last night.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hungry?
Do you have coffee there?
You bet.
Great.
Cafe au lait, bacon, toast. And don't worry, I didn't make any of it. You all right?
I'm better now. When I woke up, you weren't here, and for a minute, I couldn't remember where I was.
And when you did remember?
I wanted you.
But he promised to check in with me every day. Yes, I know you told me that you'd contact me if you had any word, but nobody has heard anything now for several days. Oh, Stacy, do you think that's a comfort to me? To think that he mightn't be able to get to a telephone? I think it's ridiculous that you encouraged him to do this damn thing in the first place anyway. Yes, you, do that. Woo. Haven't you learned to knock on a door yet?
Well, when you hear what I have to tell you about Ken Jordan and Paulina Cantrell, I'm sure you won't care how I got in here.
Just not used to her doing something like this, you know. What do you mean, what? She did like this, doing...
What? I think it's great that Mom spent the night out.
Why? You never used to be one of Ken's greatest fans.
Morning.
Morning.
Everybody sleep well?
Fine. How about you?
Oh, like a baby. You know, I just heard Hilda tell Ada that your mom didn't come home last night. I was really worried for a minute, but then I remembered she's with Ken. I guess the date went well, huh?
You're being awfully quiet.
Am I?
I guess it's my turn to be nervous.
Are you?
I mean, it doesn't show.
Not at all. You always seem so sure of yourself.
I want this to work out for us, Rachel.
We're doing all right.
I don't want to put any pressure on you.
You're not. It just felt right.
I hope it still feels that way when you go home.
I'm not going to keep this from the children. They're old enough to understand that this is my choice.
This is my choice.
So what have you got?
A lot of things.
Specifically.
Well, let's start with my visit to the Southside Baptist Church Adoption Agency.
Oh, did you look at the records?
Not at first.
But you did see Paulina's file, right?
It took some doing, but I found someone there that was sympathetic. Kind of even took a shine to me.
Jake, I don't want to hear about your prowess. Just tell me what happened.
Oh, you don't want to hear about all the juicy details?
No, but go ahead.
All right, I explained to them that I was looking for a girl born in Central America and brought to the United States for adoption. I gave them Paulina's blood
Jake,
type and
stop torturing me and tell me.
There's a lot of women who fit that description.
What?
I think we can poke holes in Paulina's claim.
Oh, I hope you're right.
Paulina is no more Matt Corey's daughter than I am.
I wonder if I should make some fresh coffee. Maybe he'd stay longer.
Honey, if he'll stop pacing, you can wear a path in the parquet.
You're right.
You can't afford that.
You know, I wonder if Anthony does wooden floors.
Ask him when he comes.
Cass, he only said he might come if he has enough time.
He was supposed to start work here 2 weeks ago, and now he's doing us a favor by showing up, stopping by.
He's in great demand, you know.
Well, it must be his work, because it certainly isn't his personality.
Oh, he doesn't have to worry about his personality. I mean, he considers himself an artist. He's you know, a lot of people do.
Well, that's fine, but that's no reason to kowtow to him and treat him as if he's running our lives.
But he is running our lives, dear. That's what renovation.
What did you just call me?
Dear. Oh, now that's him. You better be nice.
Maybe I will, and maybe I won't.
Please. Hey, come in. We've been expecting. Donna.
Hi, Frankie.
Hi.
I'm sorry to stop by so early, but I just needed to talk to Cass.
Oh, sure.
Cass.
That's all right. Cass.
Hi.
Hello,
How
Donna.
are you?
You know what I think I'll do? I'm gonna go upstairs and visualize Anthony's arrival. I have to be perfectly centered when he gets here, or I will never be able to ask him about the plumbing.
Okay, I'll let you know as soon as he arrives. The second he arrives,
Great.
all right? Our contractor, she's visualizing. Yes.
I'm sorry, this is
Sit
so
down and
early in
and-
the spur of the moment. I've had something on my mind for the last couple of weeks, and I don't want to put it off any longer.
All right. About Mikey.
Yes. I want you to set up a trust fund for him.
You do?
Yes. I want to assure his future.
Well, it's not complicated.
I mean, there'll be conditions, of course.
Of course.
I want to make certain that the money becomes available to him and only to him when he's 21. And I don't want anybody to be able to get their hands on it before or after that time.
Let me take a wild stab. You mean like the Millers?
Well, this is for Mikey's future. I don't want Eve and Toby to be living off that money.
I can arrange that, too.
Good. Thank you. That's a relief. All right, then I'll have my broker call you with all the details.
Fine. But why are you so worried about the Millers?
I'm not that worried.
Didn't you decide that Mikey belonged with them because they were good people who deserved to be with their son?
Yes, I did, but money changes people. I mean, it can.
Come off it.
I'm serious.
There's more to it than that.
Cass, all of those things that I said in the courtroom.
Were lies.
Stacy told you what really happened, didn't she?
What is that, your version of he loves me not?
I guess I'm just edgy.
Because I love you, right? I wouldn't worry about your mother. I think she'll be home soon.
I'm not worried about my mom.
It must be Sam.
No, actually, it's not, for a change.
Well, that's nice to hear.
I don't know, maybe it's nothing. I just have this uneasy feeling, you know?
Okay, so why don't we just stick around till your mom gets home?
Okay. Maybe I'm overreacting. I just want to make sure she's okay. You know, after whatever happened with her and Ken last night.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a nice day. Why don't we go for a walk? Short walk.
I want to keep you.
Listen, I can do my work later. I'd much rather go someplace with you. We could be all alone.
Okay, sold.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh.
Yeah. You are getting bigger and bigger all the time. Let's see who that is. Hopefully it's your mother or my mother. Mm. Olivia.
Hi, Matthew.
Hi.
Hello, Allie.
What are you doing here? I thought I was going to meet you on campus. You here for a swim?
Oh, no, I had something else in mind. How does a picnic sound?
Yeah, I was kind of looking forward to campus food.
Come on. Are you watching Allie?
Yeah, just for a few minutes.
Oh. Well, look, it's gorgeous out. Why don't we take her with us?
I don't know. She's a little young for college, isn't she?
Come on, it'll be fun. I can play with her while you're in class.
Actually, I'm tied up here. I have to hang around for a little while.
Oh, okay.
Amanda and I have to talk to my mother.
Well, listen, why don't I take Allie over to the park for a while, and then I'll come back and pick you up?
Sure you want to do that?
Sure, we'll have a great time.
Well, let me check with Amanda first.
Matthew, I know how to take care of a little girl.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
So, how about it?
I don't know. What do you
We'll be
think?
back before you know we're gone.
What do you think?
You want
Okay. Might as well. I mean, should probably
on,
have a better
sweetie.
time with you rather than
Sure.
hanging around here with boring old me.
Right. We'll be back real soon. Let's go have some fun, Allie.
Be careful, please.
I will. Don't you worry.
And back soon.
Yo, you bet.
Thank you.
What are you still doing here? Don't classes start today?
Yeah, a little later. Yeah,
What happened to the new organized Matthew? First one at the bookstore.
well, I can be first tomorrow. Actually, I decided to wait around for Mom.
It's a big deal, huh? They're staying out?
No, it's not such a big deal. Amanda and I just want to make sure she's okay.
I'm sure Rachel would love that. A summit meeting about her sex life.
Paulina, my mom's been through a lot in the past year. We love her and we're concerned.
Well, she's a grown woman. I mean, she can take care of herself.
But we're her family. We can't just turn off our feelings about her.
Well, then maybe I should stick around, too.
That's
No,
not
I mean,
necessary.
if you both feel you should be here, then I think I should be here, too.
And you interviewed everyone at the agency.
Well, I showed them a picture of Ken. No one remembered him asking any questions about Paulina. But I met someone else while I was there, and they were able to make the connection.
Between Ken and Paulina?
As a matter of fact, I even got them to make a written statement.
Oh, that's great. So where is it?
Where's what?
The evidence.
Evidence. You know, there's something else that we need to settle.
Well, what's that?
My fee.
Oh, Jake, there's never been any question about that.
Make sure there isn't.
Jake, I've always paid you very well. I'm not like Paulina. I'm neither a cheat nor a liar. You'll get what's coming to
I'd
you.
just like to see my money. Humor me.
You know, you really are.
I got the
most
job done, didn't I?
frustrating man. Well, that, my darling, is your only saving grace. Here, happy now?
Actually, I'm not.
Excuse me?
I'd like double this. For starters, in cash.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Donna, but Stacy hasn't told me anything.
Oh, well, there really isn't anything to tell.
Yeah, right. She did something, though, didn't she?
No, she didn't. It was all my decision.
Donna, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out that something triggered your famous change of heart. Do you want to talk about it?
Why should I talk about it, Cass? It's over.
And you're over it? That's why you're setting up this trust?
It's for Mikey's future. I love Mikey. I'll always love him. Why can't you let this go?
Oh, I can, but do you think that your husband will be able to?
Michael's been very understanding about all of this.
Well, that's because you were a basket case during the trial, and then you were semi-hysterical afterwards. You happen to be married to a very compassionate man.
I know that. You don't have to tell me that.
Maybe you don't know it. Maybe I do have to tell you. He's trying to give you some space, but he's not a fool. He knows that something went on during that trial, and he's going to try and find out what it was.
Why are you telling me this?
Because he and I have talked about it. Come on, Donna. The guy used to work with the government intelligence agency. Do you think he can't get to the bottom of something if he so chooses?
Nothing to get to the bottom of, and I don't know why everybody insists on trying to find some ulterior motive that I had for making this decision. It was an emotional decision, that's all it was.
Whatever you say.
Appreciate your setting up the trust. Have a nice day.
One more thing, Donna.
What?
Secrets can destroy a marriage. I don't want to see that happen to you and Michael.
Thank you.
Frankie?
Anthony?
Just your husband.
Oh, I thought I heard the door.
It was just Donna leaving. Listen, I have to go over to the office. Are you coming with me?
Now, what happens if Anthony shows up and there's nobody here? He might not ever come back again.
Honey, you mustn't grovel. If Anthony's too busy for us, we'll find someone else.
Somebody as good as he is.
He's not the only man in the world who can do the work that we need to have done here.
And you think we should let him know that we know that?
Ooh, she's getting tough, folks. Now you're getting a more homeowner-like approach. Put her there.
But you see, the thing is I don't want to be uppity, you know?
Honey, with you, I don't think that's possible.
That's him.
That's him?
I know it's him.
Let him go.
Anthony! At last!
How you doing?
Good.
Door frame's got dry rot. Dry rot makes me angry.
Oh.
Okay, Allie. Why don't we sit here and see if we can count all the great big ships going by? Who's that?
Allie. Come here, baby. Oh, my little sweetheart. How are you? Can I have a kiss on the cheek? Oh, that's my baby. Missed you so much. Thank you. Thank you for bringing me my daughter. Come here, babe.
Well, now you see, there's no welcoming committee.
Oh, not yet, anyway. Still no regrets?
None.
Good. I should get going.
We may come in if you like.
I don't think that's the best idea in the world.
You embarrassed?
Of course not.
Good. I don't think I could handle a clandestine affair.
Is that even possible in Bay City?
You know what I mean.
Yeah, you don't want your kids to think that you're setting them a bad example.
All right, you don't have to come in if you don't like.
What I'd like is to spend the whole damn day with you.
That would be nice. But, well, actually, it is possible. Amanda should be off to work, and Jamie isn't here, and Matthew is at classes.
Surprise!
Jake, we agreed upon a price. Now, where do you get the notion that you can hold out on me?
You need this information. Where else are you gonna get it?
And where else are you going to get the sort of money that I pay you?
I am tired of you jerking me around. You stopped payment on my first check. You've been taking up all my time. Now it's time for you to pay the piper in cash.
It's highway robbery, Jake.
You said you could give me more money than I can spend. So far, we haven't reached that dream. This check does not even come close.
You know, this is getting so monotonous. But okay. If I'm happy with the report, I'll give you a bonus in cash.
Not good enough.
Jake, I'm already paying you a king's ransom as it
You
is.
stand to lose a lot more if Paulina gets a chunk of the money your father left you.
Oh, and of course, you're going to take advantage of that, aren't you?
You know, somehow, I can't imagine you calling Paulina sister. You can afford to be a lot more generous, Iris.
Okay, Jake. What is this magic number that you're talking about?
Well, let's see.
And please go on, because I'm losing patience here.
Okay, I think, to be fair, You're talking about 10 times what's on this check.
You are trying to blackmail me, aren't you?
I wouldn't call it blackmail as much as just upping the stakes.
I don't need you that badly.
Fine, you can do it on your own. You don't need me, I'm out of it.
I don't think you'll want to do that, Jake.
I do, because this is making me sick.
I think you should remember that Paulina is not the only one with secrets. How do you think our dear, sweet, trusting little Marley is gonna feel when she hears about all the lovey-dovey that you and Paulina have been up to, huh?
You wouldn't do that.
You just watch me, Jake. Now, are you gonna give me that evidence? Or not?
You're bluffing.
I told you not to cross me.
You mention so much as a word of this business to Marley, and you will never prove Paulina is not a Corey.
You think you're gonna stop me?
Oh, I'll warn her. I'll give her time to cover her tracks. Ken, too.
Well, looks like we're at a standstill.
Seems that way. I just don't think it'll last for long.
Why? Because you're on the brink of financial ruin and you're gonna take whatever I give you?
You're looking at this all wrong, Iris. I'm sure once you have a chance to analyze this, you'll realize what a good deal I'm offering you.
I should never have trusted
But
you.
you did. I'll be in touch. Have a nice day.
I'm gonna make this tree really big. Make the green really big. You draw the brown now, okay? That's good, sweetheart. See how pretty that is? It's my baby. I wanted to bring her something. Something to help her remember me.
Oh, Sam, she remembers you. Look at her. She's in heaven.
This is so hard. This is so hard. I put my entire case in jeopardy if Evan and Amanda find out that I'm back. But I can't expect her to keep this a secret from Amanda.
Do you think she'll tell her?
I don't know. But I don't want her lying to her mother. I don't care what it does to me.
Well, listen, let's see what happens when I take her home. Matthew told me that she's been asking for you, and maybe they'll think it's more of the same.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Besides, you're not going to have to hide out forever.
I will for a while. Until I gather some solid pieces of evidence that'll prove I'm innocent.
If you could only track down that creep who supposedly sold you this insurance policy.
I'll find him. You wait. Look at her there. It's like nothing ever happened to sweetheart. Maybe nobody has been telling her that her father is some kind of maniac.
That's what you really care about, isn't it? Making things right for her.
Unless everything's right with her, nothing's right with any of us. Look, you think you could swing another visit like this in a few days?
I'll do my best.
It's not gonna be easy.
You need something to keep you going.
Good. You are so loyal to me. You're the only one that's been honest with me from the very beginning. What did I do to deserve you, huh?
That's what friends are for.
Friends. Friends. I wonder what would have happened with Amanda and I if we'd been friends first. I mean, everything started off so hot and heavy between us.
You can't blame yourself for that, Sam.
It's like she never even knew who I was. I mean, that completely destroyed everything we ever had.
Everything except Allie.
And who knows what kind of scars that's gonna leave her with. I remember my brother told me once. He said it's very important to be friends first if you're going to be lovers.
Now I know that he was right.
Sam, you can't help who you fall in love with.
Maybe not. But I'm not gonna make the same mistake again.
Good morning. I guess I didn't expect to see all of you still here this morning.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Amanda. Matthew.
Hi.
Oh, Paulina.
I was just on my way out.
Oh, yeah, so was I. I was practically out the door.
You weren't worried about me.
I'm gonna go check and see if the mail's come yet. Excuse me.
I think I should probably go, too. I will leave you in good hands.
And a lot of them.
Oh, I think it's great your family cares so much about you. Well, you might have to have that little chat sooner than you thought.
Don't you want to stay for that?
Not on your life.
Chicken.
In spades. See you later.
I'm so happy for you. Things are obviously working out with Rachel.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry. I'm just so excited. I mean, we're both finally getting what we both wanted.
Yes, it looks that way, doesn't it?
What's wrong with you?
You know, this wasn't the smartest idea in the world. Somebody could catch on.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
I don't know why you think you can be so sure of yourself. This thing could blow up in your face, in both our faces.
I wish you would stop worrying so much. Everything is going great, just like you said it would.
Yeah, that's part of what's worrying me.
Well, I hope we didn't embarrass you by standing here like a few guards.
Ken understands.
He does?
Yes, actually, he predicted it. No, really, I think you handled the situation rather well since it was all new to all of us. And besides, if you were worried you knew where I was, you could have called.
We're not going to intrude like that.
I think she should have called.
Well, in the future, if there's an emergency, you might have to.
We'll keep that in mind.
Anything else?
No.
Well, we'll talk again on this.
Are you going off to school now?
Yeah, I have a few things up in my room I have to get first.
So I guess he's having trouble figuring out how to take this? Were you really concerned?
No, not like that. No, we knew that something significant must have happened.
Well, I guess I'm having trouble believing that any of it happened at all.
Mom, we want somebody in your life. We just want to be sure that it's the right person.
Look, I haven't forgotten your father. I will never forget Mac.
I know that. I'm really happy for you, Mom.
Thanks. Well, I'm gonna go out and change.
Okay, we can go into work together.
Great.
Mom seems happy.
Yes, she does.
I stayed outside so you'd have a chance to talk.
You don't have to do that.
Well, you and your mom are real close. I don't want to get in the way of that. I'll get it.
I'm gonna check on Allie.
All right. Corey residence.
Paulina, is that you?
Yes. Who'd you like to speak with, Iris?
Well, actually, I wanted to talk to you. I was wondering if you could stop by my office later today. There's something important I want to discuss with you.
Dry rot?
Dry rot. And you know how I feel about dry rot.
He hates it.
Yeah, and about the roof here.
Yeah, well, how about a ballpark figure?
For the roof?
Yeah, start at the top, you know?
Well, if I tear off the tar and there's no trouble, I'd say 10,000 max.
10,000? Sorry, that's 3 times more than we were planning on spending. That's all.
That's just for the roof.
I gotta sit down.
You want the best, right?
Well, we don't have to have the absolute
Of course
best.
we want the best. We don't want to just fix the house. We want to restore it.
Yeah, restoration don't come cheap. I mean, you can't just slap on a few shingles.
Why the hell not?
You've got to get authentic materials.
Excuse us. Cass, you are making him defensive.
Him? What about me? This is our life savings we're talking about.
Yeah, we can't lose him.
We can't lose our shirts.
I'm sure we'll be able to work something out, okay? So calm down. Anthony, have you had a chance to check out the plumbing?
Hey, now there you have a choice.
Oh, good.
Oh, a choice, finally. And what might this choice be?
Oh, I'll
Well, you can either modernize completely or you can get antique reproductions.
Oh, which is cheaper?
Neither.
I gotta sit down again.
Frankie?
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you? What are you doing here? Get my lips off you. So, what have you got here?
A box full of $100 bills?
No, actually, it's a housewarming gift.
Oh, you're so sweet. Look, Evan, I want you to meet the guy who's going to fix our house. This is Anthony.
A contractor.
Hey.
Yeah, that.
All right, study this estimate. If you have any questions, we'll talk later.
Well, I have a few questions I'd
No,
like
no,
to
no.
ask you.
Save them. After you see that, you'll have more. All right, I got another job.
But, Anthony, how about I walk you to your truck, okay?
Hey, that reminds me. You got any ideas about what you're going to do for the driveway?
Well, I don't know. What do you think?
Hurry back, Frankie.
Anthony, listen. About this roof, I really think we can come up with it.
So, you like being a homeowner?
Frankie likes it.
Well, good.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Listen, I know it's really polite and awkward of me to stop by without calling.
Oh, hey, you're Frankie's cousin. You're welcome anytime.
And you're the Corey's lawyer.
So what?
Well, that's one of the reasons I'm here.
Oh?
Yeah, I want to talk to you about Amanda.
Why?
I want to see how her divorce is going.
Then you should ask Amanda.
You know, Cass, I've tried to talk to her about it. It upsets her. She hasn't heard from Sam. She thinks she's in some kind of holding pattern.
Well, most people going through a divorce feel that way.
Yeah, but I love her. So is there something you can do to speed this along?
What I can or can't do is totally up to Amanda.
I see. Could you move ahead with the divorce without notifying Sam?
Hey, you know I can't discuss details like this with you. It's strictly confidential.
Well, I think it's in the best interest of everyone involved if you were to handle this as quickly as possible.
Everyone?
Because Amanda and I would like to make some plans.
I understand what you're saying. Perfectly.
Louise, you have outdone yourself with this contribution. Thank you so much. All right, well, we'll see you then, and you give my best to Herbert. All right, darling. Bye-bye. Awful.
Hey, is Marley here?
No, she's at the hospital.
You expecting her back?
What do you want?
I want to surprise her.
Dare I ask how?
You can relax, Donna. I want to make a contribution to the clinic.
You?
Yeah, me. I'm rather hefty, too, I think.
Where are you getting all this money, Jake? Are you gambling?
No.
First it was jewelry, then a new car, paintings, now
Iris is
this.
paying me very well.
Jake, I don't believe that for a minute. You've been spending more money in the past month than you have since Vision started.
Funny thing, the company just took off after you left.
I don't care much for Iris, but I do know that she doesn't throw her money away.
I'm earning it.
Not through video, you're not.
But you think I can't make a decent living with a video camera? Is that it?
Not this decent, no.
Why not?
You want me to be frank?
Whatever turns you on.
I don't think you have what it takes to attract the right clientele. You're strictly low rent, Jake.
Well, you didn't used to think that.
Well, I think that now, don't I?
What about the Corey account? You think that's peanuts?
Jake, that's one shot. It's one deal. If you lose that, you're
Tell you something.
finished.
Didn't come here to argue with you. Came here to talk to Marley.
Why? So you can make one grand gesture before you drag her down into the
I
sewer?
am not going to hurt Marley.
You hurt everybody.
Funny thing, Donna, that's what they used to say about you.
There's a big part of me that wants to tell Marley about what happened between us so that she'll get you out of her life for good.
Think she'd believe you? Think she'd accept your version of our little night together?
My
Marley and I are
version?
getting along better and better every day. She's starting to trust me.
Well, that's a big mistake.
I don't think so. Can you imagine what she would do if I told her you'd seduced me?
Matthew, we're back. What are you doing with my daughter?
Picking flowers.
See?
Show Mom.
Those are very pretty. Look at that.
Matthew and I were going to take her to the park, but he wanted to wait here for your mother, so Allie and I went on without him, didn't we?
I suppose this brilliant idea was Matthew's?
I thought I was doing you a favor.
I don't need any favors from you, especially when it involves
Olivia.
my daughter.
You're back just in time.
Well, apparently not soon enough for Amanda.
Is there a problem?
We'll discuss it later, not in front of Allie. So, did you have fun?
I said Daddy.
I can explain all this. So, Matthew, why don't you take Allie into the kitchen, put the flowers in some water?
That's a good idea.
Sure.
Why don't you go with Matthew, okay, honey?
Come
right
here,
back.
baby. Yeah.
What was she talking about?
She saw a man who looked a lot like Sam, and just for a moment, she thought he was her daddy.
Was she upset? Did she cry?
No. Oh, no, she was fine, really. I just distracted her.
I should have been there. I'm gonna go make sure she's okay.
I'm sorry for the misunderstanding.
Well, let's just hope that there's no real harm done. Where's Allie?
In the kitchen with Grandma. What's going on? Why did Allie say she saw Sam?
She saw a man who looked a lot like him, that's all.
And that's why Amanda's so upset.
Well, that's putting it mildly.
Listen, she's trying to convince everyone and herself that she can handle what Sam is doing to her. The truth is, she's a wreck.
And what is Sam doing to her now?
What do you mean, what is Sam? She doesn't know where he is. She doesn't know how he feels about her and Allie. Isn't that enough?
Okay, look, we always get into trouble when we talk about Sam and Amanda, so let's not do it, all right?
Okay.
Boy, maybe we should have this picnic another day.
Yeah. I think that would be a good idea. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
Whoa, wait. I wanted to... That's right. Wanted to ask you something.
Sure, what?
I was wondering if you'd like to go with me to the fundraiser for the clinic.
You really want me to?
Yeah. I think it would be a blast.
Well, isn't there someone else that you'd rather take besides me?
No, there isn't.
Oh, well, then, I'd love to go with you.
Great. It's a date.
Okay, great. I'll see you then.
See you then.
Bye.
I really appreciate you coming over so soon, Paulina. Please take a seat.
Well, you're being awfully nice, Cyrus. For you?
Well, I've had a chance to think over what we were talking about the other night.
Oh, and you've changed your mind, have you?
Well, I realize that you have a legitimate point. Rachel is going to accept you into the family, so why shouldn't you tell the world that you're a Corey?
When I found out that Matt Corey was my father, I was just so proud. I wanted to shout it from the rooftops.
Well, you made that very clear. So, you and Rachel are going to host a party for all Daddy's friends?
Mm-hmm. It was Rachel's idea. She said that Amanda had a coming out party, and...
So why shouldn't you go out into society?
I don't think it'll be anything quite so formal, but...
Well, I certainly hope not. I mean, think how embarrassing that's going to be for Rachel. I mean, she's going to have to stand up in front of everyone and tell the whole world that her husband had a child out of wedlock. A child she knew nothing about.
Rachel didn't seem bothered by it.
Oh, well, of course, she wouldn't want to show you that she was, would she?
She understands how important this is to me.
Well, she must be one of the few who does. I don't think you're going to figure very prominently in Bay City society. I mean, you know, with your upbringing.
What do you mean?
Well, your background, your education. Those things still count nowadays as much as bloodline, you know. No, I'm afraid that the party's going to be a disaster for you and for Rachel.
Of course, you couldn't be thinking about yourself, right, Iris?
Well, you know, I've never been comfortable with the situation. But then you don't really care how I feel.
You're right about that.
Ah, but what about Rachel? I mean, she's been very good to you. You wouldn't want to humiliate her in public, would you?
I wouldn't be doing that.
Well, there are others who might not agree with that. Take my word for it. But there is another way.
Your way, you mean?
Well, you know, I've been saving this money for something else, but why don't you take it?
Oh, Iris, now why would I want your money?
Because if you take it, you can run off and be a Corey somewhere else. You wouldn't have to wait months for your inheritance. You could just go right now.
That isn't even close to what my inheritance will be if I stay.
Oh, and you always said money wasn't your priority. Wasn't I clever not to believe you?
Why would I leave the family I just found?
Because you've already got what you want, Paulina. Don't expect miracles. You will never be a part of this family.
I will.
And you certainly won't do it by taking advantage of Rachel's kindness. If you really care about her, you'd think very hard about what I said.
I did not seduce you.
That's not how I see it.
Believe me, you're not remotely the kind of man that I'm attracted to.
Bull.
Get out. Get out.
I don't take orders from you, Donna, not anymore.
Fine. Then I'll get out. I can't stand being in the same room with you.
You're not going anywhere.
If you're trying to strong-arm me and scare me, it's not working.
Oh, I know you're not scared, Donna. This is what you want. In fact, I'm sure this is what you wanted all along.
What?
You and me all alone.
Hi, this is Marissa Ramirez, Carmen on The Young and the Restless. Not sure what's happening in Genoa City? Catch an all-new episode of The Young and the Restless tonight at 7, only on SoapNet.